So the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial is over for the most part. There's a couple of things that need to be taken care of. Final language that needs to be addressed. Plus, Amber Heard is appealing. So the question is, what have we learned? Let me tell you what we've learned. We've learned that mainstream media is pissed the hell off. And they're not just pissed because Johnny beat Amber. It's bigger than that. They're not a fan of that element as well because they were all in on Amber. They were the ones that pushed the story forward. They were the ones that made Amber look like she was the good guy and he was the bad guy. And now their narrative has gotten completely dismantled. But it's bigger than that and it's worse than that. You see, mainstream media, legacy media is upset. And I'll say legacy media because you're dealing with whether it's newspapers, it's TV, cable, these big corporations, they're upset because they weren't garnering the majority of the attention throughout this trial. Throughout this trial, the majority of attention, the majority of pundits that people were turning to were content creators on YouTube. And that's a threat to their power. That's a threat to their money. But more importantly, it's a threat to their power. Because if people are getting their news, their information, their viewpoints from people that aren't these mega corporations, then that means these mega corporations aren't as useful or as influential as they once were. So at one time where you had these gatekeepers who stood to be able to control everything we see and hear, now the game is changing. And they don't like that. Because if they can't control everything we see and hear, they can't control what we think and do. That becomes a problem because that's their job. Their job as propagandists are to control the masses for special interests, mega special interests, the elites, these politicians. That's what they want these corporations, these legacy media outlets to do. And so when you have regular people, one-person content creator teams getting hundreds of thousands of live viewers, it makes them realize, they've got a problem. It makes them realize, they're about to be extinct. However, they will not go out without a fight. Trust and believe they will not go out without a fight. And what we're about to see from them is something we should be prepared for and something we should be paying attention to because they're coming for war. They do not want to become obsolete. They do not want to be made irrelevant. So they are going to fight back. They are going to play dirty. They're going to do everything in their power to try to make it seem as if having regular content creators, in this case, LawTube, being the main source of information, the main go-to place of viewership, as if that is somehow a threat to public safety. Trust me, they're going there. They've already been pushing this narrative that now women who have been abused and victimized are afraid to come out because of these pro-Johnny Depp content creators have created a chilling effect on their speech. It's the narrative they're pushing. In fact, Taylor Lorenz, who you may have heard me speak about is such a beacon of journalistic integrity, has came out with an article in the Washington Post where discussing the alleged effect of content creators on this trial. And in that story, she actually talked about contacting two creators, Legal Bites and that umbrella guy. Turns out neither of those people were contacted. That was trending heavy because they're like, hey, nobody attempted to contact us. Then that line was taken out of the story surreptitiously when the Washington Post got called on it. Suddenly, oh, no, listen, there are corrections all the time. But the problem was that even if the fact that corrections need to be made all the time means that maybe you're not doing your due diligence beforehand, but we'll slide past that for now. The fact that the information was removed without an explicit acknowledgement that information was incorrectly included, that was one of the major problems. It wasn't just the removal, it was the surreptitious removal and not letting everybody know, oh yeah, that information was not correct. There was no attempt made to contact these two content creators. But nonetheless, the mantra is, the message is that these YouTubers have had an impact on the case and because even Amber Heard's lawyer, Elaine, is going around claiming that the reason why Amber lost is because of the social media, and this is what the jury was influenced by. Of course, she's not saying that this had anything to do with the fact that Amber Heard took the stand and got caught lying about multiple things. She's not going to say that Amber Heard lied about donating $7 million to charities. That when questioned during this trial about whether or not she actually donated that money to charity, she said, yes, I pledged that amount. And the Camille asked her, did you, that's not my question, did you donate? Oh, well, I use pledge and donate, synonymously. And Camille had to say, I don't. Not to mention that if you use these words synonymously, when she asked you, did you donate this money? Your answer would have been yes. That's it. Your answer would not have been yes, I pledged. The fact that you then said yes, I pledged means you know there was a difference between pledge and donate. She asked you, did you donate the money? You said, yes, I pledged. You were trying to pretend that you use these words synonymously, and the jury saw through this stuff. The jury saw you as an unreliable, an unlikable witness, and you lost the case. That's why Amber Heard lost the case. But no, they want to blame it on the jury, and they want to blame it on the jury reading social media posts and YouTubers. Because once again, the point of this isn't the truth. The point of this is the power. Roberto Blake had made a statement on social media, a tweet, about how seeing the influence and the strength of what LawTube did and these YouTubers in the legal YouTube space did was impressive, and it shows that, hey, the market is spoken. And I pointed out, though, that this is not going to be taken lying down, and these companies will most likely, in conjunction with government, be lobbying YouTube to change the algorithm so that in the future, when there are court cases or when legal matters are being discussed, authoritative sources are given priority. But that's something that is to be expected. I know what's coming next. Many of you know what's coming next. As always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And if you disagree with me, if you think that YouTubers have ruined this trial and they did a horrible job and YouTubers are responsible for just women feeling unable to speak their truth, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. And then tell me in the comment section why you didn't watch any of this case. Let's change the world.